Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, all notification. Become a subscriber today. How's everyone doing this morning? This is the Wall Street Pete Show. Getting ready, starting a video for you. We're going to give you a Bitcoin update. I think there's definitely a reason. Lots to talk about here. Talking about the charts, one of your favorite things. Good morning, Anthony. Don't have to tell you, come on over, hit the bell, all notification, become a subscriber. So when we do these lives, you can get this immediately. You're not watching an old video and getting right into it. If you pay attention right here, we have some green, right? It's been a long time since we've seen these kinds of things. As I like to get to the song, I wish I bought more. Part of the song. Pretty excited. We didn't do the song this morning. I'm sure you don't mind. But let's get into it. Bitcoin. Long and short positions. It seems like 30% of the market is really understanding that, hey, October is the best month to get in. So please hit the like and subscribe. We're talking about some awesome things here, giving you some great content, some feedback on what we think here may happen. Not financial advice, but if you pay attention, 36% of the market is waiting. That's a big chunk. I've not seen, it's been a long time actually. I've not seen that much liquid sitting like that. So as you know, much buy the dip, have a sip. This is pretty interesting what's going on. We're going to talk about it. There's a few things I want to get off my chest here. Talk about this. Did you know big institutions were buying Bitcoin the whole time at 17,000? Well, this gentleman, Tom Farley, the chairman and CEO of Farpeak,
institutions on the sideline who are looking and saying, boy, we'd like to invest. We'd like to allocate 1, 2, 3% of our portfolios, pension funds, for example. But at 60,000, it feels toppy. There's some mania, but they've done the diligence. They've met with their investment committees. And so as it went down to 17,000, it wasn't a shock to me that you saw some of those institutions step in for the very first time, buy Bitcoin, store it in their portfolio. So I knew there was a buyer.
But interesting that those institutional buyers stepped in when it was showing its volatility. You would think that the opposite would be true, that they would want to stay away. Unless you think now that this is such a critical asset class that no one can afford not to be in it.
Yeah, well, it was a moment of capitulation. So if we could see.
That's exactly how I feel. It's getting to a point where Bitcoin is going to be everywhere. Even Max Keiser, I don't know if you know Max Keiser, is probably one of the smartest man in the world, 40 years in the business. Listen to what he says about Bitcoin, and it blew my mind just hearing it from him.
Me to Wall Street in the 1980s. I loved the mechanics of it and price discovery. With Bitcoin, it's kind of the end of price discovery because everything will be priced in Bitcoin eventually. Everything goes to zero against Bitcoin. For someone like myself who's been following this for 40 years, finance, markets, technology, Bitcoin is the holy grail. It's the end. What attracted me to Wall Street in the 1980s?
Basically, in the quickest form, it's just going to happen really quick. Bitcoin's going to be the be-all, see-all. 1.08 trillion. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Mr. Gary, to you. Nice to have you in the super chat. We're up almost 2% in the total crypto market cap. You can see what's happening. But when I get into the charts, obviously, that is the most important thing. I listed October 7th, ladies and gentlemen. That is Wall Street Pete's prediction. I gave you 7 days. We're going to see some big moves within 7. You'll remember the title. If we look at it, well, we only have 2 days left, just about a day and a half for the daily chart. So, day and a half. Pretty excited following this chart. I was analyzing a lot to get over to the oversold zone here. It's going to take a while, right? So right now we're overbought up here. Oversold would be on the bottom. If you can see here, definitely got an issue. Bearish divergence. I know many of you understand that just by looking at my charts and being with me for so long. Please, if you're watching, hit that like button, sign in. It doesn't take much. But if you can see right here, October 7th, look at the bottom of my screen here. October 7th, it is a Saturday. October 7th on the bottom of my finger here. I believe that's exactly when we're done falling here. We're going to get some bearish. See the top? See this double top right here? And I'm going to tell you right now one time. Maybe you see it, maybe you don't. But there's a double top forming right here. This slope is a trend that we have yet to break. You see the yellow trend? This trend will most likely, as you can see here, this is a bearish divergence. There are so many indicators telling me that we are about to fall. It's not funny. Even went over to This is the Bitcoin dominance, if you were wondering. Bitcoin dominance, when we are above the 50 and we are strong, we stay through or at least peaking and hitting it, we are in considered a bull market. So don't know if many people understand that, but I do analyze these things. This is, and if you pay attention to the date, this is April 19th, 2021. Look where the 50 line is. Look how hard we're crashing. And if you go back to the history, this is just a daily chart. Each candle represents one day. You can see how many days we were strongly above. And if you look at all this, Bitcoin dominance was dominating. That's the whole peak of the whole meaning for the word here, ladies and gentlemen. The Bitcoin dominance was dominating. And you can see we came down and then it pumped right back up like it always does. But as you know now, we are down at a point in time where it's been boring sideways action for how long? We're going boring sideways action for almost 3 years now. Pay attention, definitely to mention. It's almost 2024, guys. This is crazy when you stay and pay attention to these macros and things and technicals. It's pretty exciting. And I get rid of the Bitcoin dominance and I'd like to put the RSI up there instead. But that's exciting. So look at the bearish divergence coming in. We'll go to the other chart real quick. Was that the chart? Yeah, this is it. So bearish divergence for Bitcoin, I do expect maybe. And now I'm thinking we're out of the woods, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of the woods. 21.4 is probably impossible at this point in time. Nothing is impossible, but this is most likely out of the scenario. I've been waiting for this to happen. Looks like it could be where we just retest into this pattern, probably come a little lower there, and that's where you're going to see October 7th, some type of a change. And I do believe that change is going to be to the upside retesting. The only way we can confirm, and I'm confident, that we are reversing this is if we finish a daily candle above the 27,300 Bitcoin price. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. That's where I think we're heading. Pay attention to the support and the ranges. It's very important. You see here, if we're breaking above the 31,800, that is something that we will not be able to stop. There will be some gaps and areas that must fill. And that'll take you all the way to 38,000. We've talked about this price in the past, but 38,000 would be the next target. If we were really coming into the end of this year, I think that Bitcoin could achieve that moment. So be excited. You're invited. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. We use these indicators for a reason. The DXY has calmed down. 106, as I said, may have been the top here. We talked about it from here. We did get it. We are receiving a few days candles to the downside, consolidating. We'll see if we find support here and then tick back up. But as of right now, this DXY does have a pattern all the way to the 109 for a huge gap here. So see if that does continue. If not, we'll be happy to get this pattern. The DXY will be doing the opposite of Bitcoin, I'm sure. As you can see here, these falls, top M's, and as they may continue, you'll see something similar to that. So we'll see what happens. Bitcoin is looking pretty good right now. I'm happy. Like I said, we break above the 27.3. We're in pretty good shape. We just got to finish that candle above. I don't think that happens. We got 11 hours and 21 minutes, it says, until we get the next daily candle for October. But it blows my mind because I want to get into the monthly, for some reason. The monthly is pumping. And the monthly looks pretty good, guys. I want to say that, ladies and gentlemen. This monthly looks pretty good. September has finished in the red month many, many times, as you can see what's going on September. And then we always got that nice, beautiful green, even in a bear market right here, as you can see in 2022. That was terrible. So getting ready to flip this trend here. As you can tell, over the months, we are getting stronger, getting bigger. Boring sideways action happens, bit dips down, and does get a nice pump. So we will see what happens. I believe this is the same metric. As you can tell, looking at the monthly, we're getting ready to go now. I'm pretty excited. Maybe we'll do a little bit of Ethereum before we go. But if you watch this may actually form out to be 37,000. I'm curious. I'm going to see what happens. Right here to this right there. And as you can see, the support building, the next move is exactly in this trend in the months. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a 4-month time frame for October. I want to see 2 months in a row to the upside. That's how I know we will be heading back, obviously, up. So 10-minute video for you this morning, October. Will it be October? If we get to the price we need to be, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's saying we will be at 40,000 Bitcoin. Pretty excited to see if that's a possibility. I love technical analysis. And if you could wait on a monthly pump here, you can see as we get our fall, we finally consolidate, we are receiving a big pump. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. It is Friday. I am heading to a wonderful wedding, a great friend of mine, a brother of mine. And I'll tell you right now, I can't wait to celebrate with them. Happily family, beautiful family. And it's going to be a great time. So we will be swimming in the after party, apparently, going in the jacuzzi and drinking. And I got to be careful because I'm not a drinker. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Please be safe. Pay attention to the levels of the Bitcoin price. I do believe that TA is real. We could start pumping, yes, but remember, we have the whole rest of the day for volatility. And the signs are showing many bearish momentums here Bearish divergence I do see. I'm not a financial advisor. I do like to wear the visor, but hey, you guys check us out. We've been strong during this channel for many years. I appreciate the support from a gentleman who used to actually work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Oh, Peter! Peter used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. I love this place. One of some of the best traders in the world. This badge is old, but I hold it dear to my heart. A lot of memories, a lot of people I used to work with that actually are no longer here. So thank you so much. Please continue to hit the like, share, and please comment in the comment section. What asset would you like to go over? I had Dr. Rainey last night in my sleep texting me, can you please go over Bitcoin? We need a Bitcoin update. We were going to do that this morning anyway. So here it is, Dr. Rainey. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for healing half of America. You guys, stay classy, my friends. Love y'all.